And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Left side Rose. Pass to Pippen. Left side Pippen. Outside Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. High post shot. And that one hits back iron.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Drexler outside. Pass to Harden. And that one's good. So it's Chicago now. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Pippen. Nails the wide open jump shot.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Drexler with it. Now McGrady. Pass to Elijah. The shot will not go. Here's Pippen. Outside Rose. Here's Jordan. McGrady covering. Good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Chicago on defense. And here's Drexler. Here's Harden. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Outside Pippen. Back to Rose. For 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now Drexler. Now here is McGrady. Michael Jordan grabs the miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Rose. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now here's Rose. Michael Jordan on the wing. Left side Jordan. From 15 feet away, the shot is off. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Jumps up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. Rockets trail. Now here's Drexler. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. McGrady. Back to Drexler. Puts up a 3. No luck.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jordan inside. Here's Rose. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up. Here is Harden. He has 5. Now here is McGrady. Drexler outside. Here's Harden. Uses both hands to slam it down. Now Rose. 5 points in the game. Michael Jordan on the wing. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
McGrady with the ball. And that one's good. McGrady.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Outside Pippen. Gilmore. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Harden outside. McGrady. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Chicago leading. Rose with the ball. Back to Pippen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. 6 to shoot. Here is Harden. He's got 5. Drexler outside. Pass to Harden. Leads him in there. Elijah. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Rose. 5 points in the game. Right side Rose. Outside for Pippen. Back to Rose. Clock at 6. And here's Pippen. There's the 3. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Pass to Drexler. And here's Harden. Olajuwon backing down. A jump hook. And it's Houston with another. Chicago trailing here. Now Rose. They set the screen. Outside for Pippen. That one's good from the corner. He has 6. And here are the Rockets now. Now here is McGrady. Back to Drexler. Shot clock at 6. Drexler left side. A leaner uses the glass to drop it in. Here's Jordan. McGrady covering. Jordan with it. Ball's not loose. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here is Armstrong. Here's Sloan. Here's Sloan. And again, no good by Chicago. Ball outside. Now here's Hayes. Maxwell. And another 3 for Houston. Here's Sloan. Love outside. There's the pick. Here is Armstrong. Paul with the steal. Pass to Maxwell. A stupendous finish in traffic. 5 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Wallace with it. Here is Armstrong. Here's Sloan. 6 on the shot clock. He lobs it up. Love inside. Houston in the lead. Pass to Maxwell. Sampson. The tray. Here's Maxwell. He has 5. And that one's good.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Here is Armstrong. Here's Sloan. The 3 ball. Can't get it to go. And here is Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Maxwell's shot is no good.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here is Armstrong. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Houston now. Leading by 5. Takes a three. Houston gets it back. Sampson. Pass to Maxwell. 6 to shoot. So here's Murphy. Three-pointer. That is good. Here is Armstrong. Takes it from 10. And it's Chicago scoring again. So here's Murphy. Pass to Paul. Simpson. Money from the wing. Here's Sloan. Here is Armstrong. Here's Sloan. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Armstrong. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. He's got 5. So here's Murphy. Maxwell. Lets the free fly. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts? There's the pick. Smith inside. Paul. Now Hayes. Back to Paul. Pass to Smith. Maxwell. No good with the triple. And Chicago has possession. Trailing by 5. Here's Sloan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Maxwell's shot is no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Here is Armstrong. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Bulls making a switch here. Here's Smith. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Sloan. Here is Armstrong. 5 on the clock. Here's Kukoc. That one goes. Count it. And here's Smith. Blocked. Chicago trailing here. Here's Sloan. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Sloan. Lets it go from deep. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Now Smith. Paul outside. Goes up on the wing. And that one's good. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Armstrong. That's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now here is Smith. There's a screen. Four. And he uses the glass on the layup. It's a close game here in Houston. Here is Armstrong. Pass to Kukoc. Banked in off the glass.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now here's Drexler. 6 on the shot clock. Hayes in the post. Hayes, no good.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Pass to Dang. Armstrong. Count the bucket. 9 points in the game so far. Drexler outside. And here's Hayes. Smith with it. Here's the lob to the hoop. And ball here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Chicago leading. And here's Rose. He has 5. Back to Pippen. Clock at 6. Pass to Rose. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. McGrady with the ball. Kicks it out to Drexler. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 5 points in the game.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yeah.
Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Outside Rose. Will it go? Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And Rose drops them both. Houston in the lead. Here's McGrady. Pass to Harden. Olajuwon with it. And Houston again with the bucket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Here's Rose. Jordan. Outside Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Pippen. 18 feet out. Outside Rose.
Relentless on the glass is what he is, and that tip-in was the result of all the hard work he puts in down low.
Pass to Drexler. McGrady with the ball. Launches it. Harden can't hit. Now Pippen. He's got 6. Now here's Rodman. Back to Pippen. Now Rose. Michael Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Harden. Here's Jordan. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Back to Olajuwon. Kicks it out to Drexler. Harden outside. Floats one up. Another shot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Harden. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Rose. 7 points in the game. Gilmore. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. He's got 6. And here are the Rockets now. Back to Drexler. Pass to Olajuwon. Drexler outside. Off target from three-point range.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pippen with it. Outside Pippen. Back to Rose. Here's the break. Harden with it. Back to Harden. Lots of room. That one off the back iron and out. Outside Pippen. Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Timeout called the Rockets. Back to Drexler. Pass to Harden. Drexler outside. Shot clock at 6. And here is McGrady. Fires from deep. Now here's and he gets it to go.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Rose. Pass to Pippen. Here's the screen. And the Bulls, another three.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Drexler. Now here is Harden. Back to Drexler. Here is Harden. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 10. Here's Jordan. 6 points for him. Outside Rose. Michael Jordan on the wing. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Drexler. Tries from 10. Jump shot is good.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Outside Rose. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. The Bulls making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
Now, here is McGrady. He comes off the screen and schemes it through. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Outside Rose. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 11.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
McGrady with the ball. He's got 6. Simpson. Harden can't hit.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Right side, Butler. Murphy on him. Right side, Butler. Gilmore. Second chance effort. And it's good on the way in.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
So here's Murphy. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Now McGrady. Now here is pass to Maxwell. 3 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. 11 points in the game. Throws it from deep. Can't get it to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Houston in the lead. And here's Drexler. And here is McGrady. And the officials call goaltending, so he'll avoid the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. McGrady covering for the three. And Scottie Pippen good for three. 12 points for him.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Drexler outside. Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here's Rose. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Jordan. McGrady covering. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Back to Jordan. 2 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now here's Drexler. Here is Harden. Olajuwon with it. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Pass to Harden. Back to Drexler. From past the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Outside Jordan. Back to Rose. Blocked. Drexler with it. Now McGrady. There's a good screen. That is flushed down with a nice jam. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Chicago calls timeout. And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 10. Outside Jordan, pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to snap the cold streak, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 8.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best at winning time.
And the basket by Olajuwon. And here we go with Scottie Pippen. 12 points for him. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Got a piece of it. Now, here's McGrady. Now, Drexler. 12 points for him. 3-pointer. Rose with the rebound.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Outside Jordan. Outside Pippen. There's the triple. And the Bulls, another 3.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now, here's McGrady. He's got 10. Drexler outside. Olajuwon. Yeah. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 6.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now, here's Pippen. Outside Rose. Left side Rose. Back to Pippen. Pass to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
The Bulls making a switch here. Here's Drexler. He's got 12. McGrady. Back to Drexler. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Rose. Left side Rose. Tries from 10. Noah. Offensive rebound. Oh, that's blocked. Harden with it. Pass to Rodman. Drexler outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Connects from three-point range. He's got 15. Now Rose. He's got 11. Pass to Jordan. Left side Jordan. And here's Drexler. 12 points for him. Here's McGrady. And another three for Houston.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Now here's Noah. Outside Rose. Right side Rose. No luck. Rockets on offense. Here's McGrady. 13 points in the game. Pass to Drexler. Kicks it out to Harden. McGrady. Rocket 6. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Bulls making a switch here. They set the pick. Here is Armstrong. 9 points in the game so far. Kukoc with it. Good. He's got 6.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Smith outside. Pass to Drexler. And another three for Houston.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Here's Sloan. Kukoc. Here's Sloan. Outside Dan. Noah with it. Here is Armstrong. Here is Armstrong. Shoots the three. And the Bulls, another three.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Now Drexler. 15 points in the game. They set the pick. Here is Armstrong. The lead now cut to single digits. He's got 11.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Now here's Paul. Now here's Drexler. Here's Sloan. He's got 11. Outside Dan. Pass to Noah. Back to Dan. Paul with the ball. Paul right side. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago trailing here. Here's Sloan. Paul with the steal. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Drexler outside. Smith outside. Pass to Thorpe. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Hayes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Bulls making a change here. Now Rose. Fires from 18. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here's Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Hey. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. Here comes Derrick Rose. He's got 11. Left side Rose. Dang up top. Here's Sloan. And he gets it to go from the corner. He's got 13. Houston in the lead. And here's Drexler. He's got 15. Smith outside. Pass to Paul. Now here's Hayes. Back to Drexler. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit. Now Noah. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Now here's Drexler. Smith outside. Pass to Thorpe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 6. Now here's Rose. 11 points in the game. Here's Sloan. Here's Sloan. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Rose up on top. Makes the lead pass. Now here's Paul. Paul, right side. Pass to Thorpe. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Bulls making a switch here. Outside Dang. There's the screen. Pass to Buck. And here's Rose. And he lobs it toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Drexler with it. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Bulls making a switch here. Back to Love. He's against Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Rose. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. So here's Murphy. Drexler outside. Drexler right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And here are the Bulls now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Outside Pippen. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
That's tipped. Here's Drexler. Pass to Maxwell. No luck. Outside Pippen. Here's Rose. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's Drexler. Maxwell from deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Rose with the ball. Shot's good by Pippen.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
So here's Murphy. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
Chicago trailing here. And here is Butler. Pass to Rose. Gilmore. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Here's Drexler. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. So here's Murphy. Olajuwon inside. And it's Drexler missing.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Butler. Back to Rose. The three. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now Drexler. This one for three. That drops. He's got 20.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Pass to Love. Back to Rose. Throws it up high. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Houston in the lead. Drexler outside. Drexler right side. Olajuwon inside. A nice shot by Olajuwon.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Drexler. The rebound by Pippen. Pass to Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
So here's Murphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Now here's Butler. There's a screen. Pippen. Back to Butler. Here's Rose. Left side Rose. And that one's good. He's got 19. Drexler outside. Pass to Murphy. Shot clock at 6. Good. Here's Butler. Here's Rose. Hits the three-point bomb. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Butler with the steal. Pippen with it to tie it up. Gilmore. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Pass to Rose. Clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. And here's Drexler. Drexler left side. Pippen with the steal. Outside Rose. Pass to Buck. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. Back to Butler. To take the lead. No good. They've led by as many as 14 points. So here's Murphy. And here's Drexler. Drexler up top. Tipped away. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Murphy. That's blocked. But they recover it. Drexler outside.
You know, I thought they did a decent job during the first half of limiting turnovers, but since halftime, it's been a different story.
The Bulls making a switch here. Here comes Derrick Rose. Left side Rose. Gilmore. And that misses. That would have put him up. Rockets on offense. They lead by 1. Now, here is McGrady. Now, Drexler. Shot clock at 6. So here's Murphy. Another miss by Houston. Outside Rose. Back to Jordan. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
So here's Murphy. Drexler outside. Now McGrady. Back to Drexler. McGrady with the ball. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And here's Rose. Broke loose. Murphy with the steal. Now McGrady. Pass to Drexler. Olajuwon. Olajuwon backing down. 4 on the shot clock. Yao lays it up and banks it in. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Pippen. Outside Rose. Michael Jordan on the wing. McGrady covering. Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Rockets with possession here. So here's Murphy. The 10-footer. And here they come. Outside Pippen. Now here's Rose. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Drexler. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And the Rockets making a change here. Here is Harden. Back to Drexler. Shot clock at 5. Young. Count it. Chicago calls timeout. Outside Rose. Pass to Jordan. Outside Pippen. Back to Rose. Now here's Jordan. 9 feet out. And it's rejected. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that... So he gets them both. And
no mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Chicago calls timeout. What do you think, guys? pass to Jordan. Sinks it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Here is Harden. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Gets the first, Nick. And so he drops them both.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
So it's a hero of